What's up, everybody? Back again with another review for the LTA Movie Club, and this time we watched Pulp Fiction, which I'm going to get this out of the way. I've seen Pulp Fiction a million times. I didn't see it when it came out. I saw it probably 98-ish, and I kind of loved it. I'll probably always love it. I think this is one of those movies that after you see it, and I'm hesitant to say this about movies made in the past 20 years, it's like an instant classic. You know it's going to be something that people will watch for a very long time. You know it's going to be something that people kind of either love or hate initially, but either way you can tell it's a classic movie. Like Clerks, I kind of carry this movie with me, not as much as Clerks. This is a better movie, cinematically, but I don't have the personal attachment to it, but I do love Pulp Fiction, possibly one of my favorite movies of all time, but we'll get into that later. Anyway, I have one nitpick. I'm going to lead off the review with that, so here goes. Sam Jackson's character in this movie, Jules Winfield, I think, and I should know it by now, but anyway, he has a line, a Bible verse, that is not actually a Bible verse, Ezekiel 25:17, that he carries with him at all times. It's his favorite verse. He's memorized it. He basically uses it as this almost intimidation tactic. It's just something he lives and breathes by, kind of. The line, which is probably the most iconic line in the movie, and that's saying something considering this movie is filled with iconic dialogue, is delivered twice. Once at the beginning of the movie, once at the end. That's probably backwards on camera, but whatever. Anyway, the first delivery is probably, again, the more iconic of the two. The second it kind of bookends the movie. Either way, the first time he delivers it, the end of the verse, he recites it as, "And you will know my name is the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon thee." Okay. The second time he delivers it, he says, "And you will know I am the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon you." Now the nagging thing, and if people know this, I didn't do a lot of research for this, please leave a comment below. The nagging thing to me is that, I don't know if this was a piece of mixed up dialogue or if it was intentional in some way, but I never quite understood it. Why, if this is something that he's memorized and said over and over and over again, his favorite thing, does he deliver it differently? He uses, I instead of my name, and he uses the, you instead of thee. It's just weird. Now, in my likes, I'll kind of get to a couple other things that I disliked, but either way, that one kind of bugged me. So let me get into the likes. There's one umbrella like that kind of permeates everything else in this, and that's Quentin Tarantino. This is not my favorite Tarantino movie, personally. I like Jackie Brown or even Death Proof, and I know a lot of people hated Death Proof. I almost said Vanishing Point. But either way, but I think Pulp Fiction is probably the best movie he's ever done. I know Movie Club watched Reservoir Dogs. I didn't review that. That's a great movie. Inglourious Basterds is a great movie, but this is his best one. And this is definitely a Tarantino movie. I think that, he has this signature that isn't blatant in any one of his movies, but within the first couple of minutes that you're watching a movie written by Quentin Tarantino. Tarantino also wrote True Romance, which I completely love. That's probably the best thing he's written, although the movie itself isn't as good as Pulp Fiction. Either way, Tarantino, awesome guy. While he is I'm not going to say he's derivative, he borrows a lot from certain genres or eras in film. I say that in that he uses actors from those eras, he uses dialogue from those eras, themes in his movies, and set pieces, and a lot of things are kind of stolen from other movies, but he makes them his own, and that's great. I dig that. I like the supporting cast in this movie. Now, a lot of people are going to talk about John Travolta and how this kind of was his comeback, putting him back on the map, and Sam Jackson and Uma Thurman. You know, Tim Roth was great in this movie. Harvey Keitel as the Wolf is great in this movie. Ving Rhames is awesome. You know, everyone that's in this movie, and this is both a testament to the characters that Tarantino wrote, as well as the actors that portrayed those characters and the dialogue, are great. I think they, in some ways, steal the show from the main actors. But coming to that, the best actor probably in this movie, not consistently, but this particular movie, is Sam Jackson. And a lot of people are going to say that. I'm not a crazy fan of Sam Jackson. I like him, you know, he's good. But this is his best movie. This is his best performance. This is Sam Jackson. Part of my problem with Sam Jackson is he's the same in every movie. But this one was different enough from some of the other, you know, movies I've seen with him, where it wasn't like he was parodying it. It was, you know, he was embodying Jules Winfield as a character. So he's great. I like how the plot and the plot threads and the characters fade in and out. The movie is told in this disjointed way where, you know, certain plot threads will start and then leave and then pick up again and then finish, or possibly they'll start and then finish and then pick up again. It's told in this weird timeline, and I like that, but I also like that the characters come and go through scenes, through storylines. You know, you never quite know what's going to happen. I also like the fact that it's a pretty ballsy move that a main character kind of dies this, and to borrow a phrase, inglorious death. You know, like halfway through the movie, and then they come back in a later scene, and you're like, what's going on? But I liked that it wasn't overplayed and kind of ridiculous. So kudos. Soundtrack is great. This is what I would call a summer soundtrack. I kind of, really any music, I kind of characterize it by what season I think it best fits, or what time of year I would like to listen to it. This is very much a summer soundtrack. I got this at a yard sale, probably 3 years after the movie came out. It's never left my collection since. Every summer I kind of revisit it. This is top-down music. The great thing is Tarantino picks great classic music that not everybody knows. So I think like a lot of younger viewers aren't going to recognize the artists and the people that kind of made this what it is. Now, I'm not saying I did initially either, but it works so well, and it's just such a great like compilation. Phenomenal. And this last one is I definitely like it, but it's also something I dislike. This film is just uber hip. It oozes cool. In a way that takes you out of it, because you can't connect fully with anybody because they're all kind of larger than life. But you certainly want to hang out with them, and you want to live in this world, and you want to go to Jackrabbit Slim's and have a $5 milkshake, and just everything is, you know, he takes California and Burbank and just makes it, you know, almost like this fairy tale realm. Not fairy tale, but, you know, just goddamn, it's you know, what's up, Daddy-O, and all this shit. It's just phenomenal. I can't speak to how cool this movie is. It just feels cool. You know, and again, that kind of takes away from it a little bit. Normally I don't like movies like that, but definitely something that's uniquely Tarantino. But either way, that's about it. Like I said, love this movie. Not a lot bad to say about it. That one nitpick, and if anybody can help me out and explain it to me, please do. But either way, if you like this video or any of the other videos or reviews, or you want me to keep reviewing, or if you want me to shut the fuck up, or whatever, please leave a comment. You know, rate it, thumbs up or thumbs down, I don't care. You know, favorite it if you really like it. Subscribe, again, if you want to, you know, see some more. But either way, I'm not sure what the next LTA things are. I use Cosmic Panda, so I'm not up, you know, that layout doesn't let me look at like the next LTA reviews, but I might continue. Hopefully the movies don't get crappy again. Whatever. But either way, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.